3, 2, 1, record. Brago!
Sigh.
We are back with another One Piece discussion.
Back again.
And let me tell you, Brago, Harold is about to get dragged in to the Abyss Circle. He's trying to hold back. He's trying to get chained to that pillar, but it ain't gonna work. Because last we saw these guards be stabbing him in the middle of the room.
What is that?
That was a recap of the chapter and events of One Piece.
Okay. Yeah, things are really bad for Harold. Do you think Emu does this on purpose, where he gives him a countdown? Could he just take him over right away, or does he do it on, or is it just like an effect of Domi Reversi?
I don't even know what's happening. Like, because he has the pact, you'd like to imagine that he could just, take over him like he did Saturn and Gunko. Because Gunko is a god knight at Elbaf, and it was immediate, yeah. So why is he being dragged into the circle?
I think he does it on purpose.
He's just having fun?
Just having fun.
Damn, dude.
Taking a piss, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of scary, right? It reminds me of, like, The Exorcist or any, like, horror movie where you're being dragged into the pentagram. You're being dragged to the Ouija board. It's like, stop!
Yeah, exactly like that.
Yeah, so what do you think is going to happen to him when he hits the circle?
When he hits the circle, I think it's going to be a situation where he transforms into a big black monster.
I just don't know how that would help Emu's goal. Emu said, hey, you're going to obey me. You're going to create a giant army. So he brings Harold into the circle, turns him into this giant black monster, and then he looks at everybody and says, hey, make an army? And they just do it? Like, I don't know. Like, that seems weird. Like, for example, if I had a king and they're like, hey, do this, I'm like, okay, sure. But then the king turns into this blackened monster, gets wings and fangs, and he's like, now do it, Sai. I'm like, wait a minute, are you really the king?
I'm probably doing it now.
Yeah, but I'm doing it out of fear, though. I'm like, yeah, this probably isn't the king, but I don't want to die.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't get it either. We're just like, yeah, he's like, do it, but you do it and I'm going to do it. Right? Easy way, the hard way. Choice is yours.
Yeah.
And so, but the thing is, the crazy part is Emu didn't even give him a lot of time, right? It was just like, do it now. Harold's like, whoa, do it now. And
that's it. That's the end of it. It's like, dang, Emu, like, it reminds me of like when you're fishing and you like instantly yank the pole the minute it vibrates. It's like, no. Let the fish take the bait first. Give it some time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Emu's reeling it in too quickly, as we say.
Yeah, I used to fish back in the day.
Yeah. You're a big fan of octopus.
Yeah. Loved them.
So, speaking of octopus, one of our favorite actors, Johnny Depp. Did you see that he actually received a custom drawing from Oda himself?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, that makes sense.
Just the other day, yeah.
I can see the connection there.
Which
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah, your hometown, your backyard.
Backyard.
People are saying, and this has been a very prevalent theory. This is not like a joke, like, oh, people have been saying, This is a thing. But right when we heard about the man marked by flames, a lot of people instantly went to Pirates of the Caribbean because of Jack Sparrow and his iconic ship, the Black Pearl, the only all-black ship in the series. And we're like, wait, the man marked by flames has an all-black ship. Could there be some kind of correlation there? And of course, when people think of Joy Boy and how he's probably a pirate's pirate, people also think of Jack Sparrow. Do you think there is like some connection? Do you think we'll see a Pirates of the Caribbean, reference? And of course, Davy Jones is now very prevalent. And one of the most iconic Davy Jones out there, modern day, is Pirates of the Caribbean. Yeah, Davy Jones, the Octopus Man. Do you think that Oda is drawing inspiration from the series? And do you think the timing of Johnny Depp going to Japan and receiving a custom drawing from Oda, do you think that's all coincidental or nah?
Coincidental, I don't know.
There is a picture from Oda's office from, I think, like back in 1999. It was like early 2000s, I think, actually.
Yeah.
And Oda did have a picture of Johnny Depp in his office and like the movie poster. So he knew about the series for a while. He's a fan.
He's a fan. I mean, I would think you writing, a great pirate odyssey, you would be. It would make sense for you to know about like Pirates of the Caribbean. But I think Oda takes from everything.
Yeah.
Inspiration from everything. And if he's a huge fan of something, he's going to take inspiration from it. We see how many times Oda has like these random actors. He's like, oh, this actor, this character is inspired by Puff Daddy or whatever.
Yeah, Puff Daddy.
I wouldn't be surprised if Oda pulls a lot of inspiration from Pirates of the Caribbean. Could be coming really soon.
Funny enough, I didn't know this, but the Japanese voice actor for Sanji, he actually voices Jack Sparrow in the Japanese dub too.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, I didn't know there was like so many connections. And I was like, oh, that's awesome, dude.
Yeah, and Chopper voices Davy Jones.
I think you just made that up.
I watched a great Black Mirror episode the other day from the recent season. Do you watch Black Mirror?
Not the recent season, but I've seen Black Mirror though.
It was a lady who could change reality essentially to whatever she wants it to be. Like from the name of a company to what happened on a camera, just insane power.
Pretty much anything. Damn.
Anything she could. I think that could be happening here. But I do recommend that Black Mirror episode. It was really good. Really good build up.
I like Black Mirror generally.
I think
like they got hits and misses. Like I don't like every episode, but in general, I think it's a pretty okay series.
I just like how crazy futuristic it gets, where it's just like, all these crazy ideas that we have, they kind of put it on paper for us to kind of see how it would play out. And it's normally ridiculous.
Yeah.
I think sometimes
they dial it up by like 100.
I realize nowadays, for a lot of movies, I would much rather better explanations than something supernatural. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
We're like Weapons. You've seen Weapons. Amazing movie. But I think it's amazing because it starts off where it's like, okay, let's see how realistic this is, blah, 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 blah. Then it gets to a point where like, okay, it's just some crazy shit happening.
But at least they explain it, though. It's like, oh, I get it.
They kind of do.
Yeah, I mean, it's better than like saying, hey, we're never going to explain how or why this is happening. Just, I like the explanation that Weapons gave at the end, which, is it still too soon to spoil the ending? I mean, it's been 6 months. I don't know. When is it okay to spoil this? It's out on streaming.
Never. Yeah, but what if somebody doesn't have streaming in their country?
Bootleg it.
What if that's outlawed?
VPN.
Surfshark, VPN.
Whoa. We don't got a thing with Surfshark, guys. It's Nord nowadays.
Whoa.
Yeah.
You betrayed Surfshark?
No, it's one of those things where it's like, a VPN company's going to hit you up. They're like, hey, for the next 6 months, you can only talk about us.
Right.
Okay.
I always tell them.
Which they check, too. I remember, like, I had a thing with Surfshark, and then Nord reached out, and they were like, hey, we would love to work with you, but I saw you talk about Surfshark, like,
right. Yeah,
3 months ago. We got to wait a little bit longer. Like, damn, dude, okay. Let's just not take this. Which I don't really do sponsorships as much anymore, but...
Cool. Surfshark hit me up, and I did a video with them, and then the video got copyrighted. Got copyrighted like I want to say like a month later, but it's a 6 month thing. I was like, whatever, I don't care.
They reached out later. They're like, hey, where is it?
Yeah, email the next day. Like, hey, this video. I was like, oh fuck. So then I had to fight it so it could come back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it happens, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to sponsorships. Love those guys.
Shout out to most of them. People get mad every time I get a Temu sponsorship.
Why?
or a BetterHelp.
Oh yeah, I did one with BetterHelp, and people were like, "Sigh, no." It's like, damn.
Sigh, what are you doing? Frolicking with the
man.
enemy.
Hey, they told me it got better, dude. I don't know. I remember the controversy from a long time ago, but I was like, it's been like 3 years. Like they said they improved. I don't know if that's true, but like I heard some glowing recommendations recently.
My thing, why I don't care about the BetterHelp, I guess people out there complaining about it, because I use BetterHelp.
Oh, so you're like
I've used it.
Yeah, you got like firsthand experience then.
Exactly. And it was amazing.
Yeah, see, there's another glowing review. Like my friends have said it's good, or at least it's gotten better.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, yeah, I'll take it. Like years have passed.
And I'm not the
sure.
only person that I know that's used it that had glowing reviews. Of course, I think in general, finding a therapist is not easy. I think you can come across different therapists who are like, I just don't vibe with this person. I just don't like talking to this person. I don't think this person listens well. Or I just don't like this person's voice.
Yeah.
Depends.
There's
And that's
a lot
not
of factors.
BetterHelp's fault. It's just like, but of course, BetterHelp did do some stuff where it's like,
Yeah.
But my personal experience and other people that can vouch, they've had pretty good experiences. So,
yeah, I think that's fair. Man, the one sponsorship I really wanted but I didn't get, I really wanted MeUndies back in the day. Not anymore, but like back in the day, I was like, man, I really wanted MeUndies. It's
What's
like
changed?
free underwear. Yeah.
yeah, I got a Manscaped sponsorship back in the day, and
Did you like it?
I liked it, but gotta be honest, I tried the product.
You don't like it? I mean, it's just
Well-
a razor blade. How wrong could they get a razor blade?
It said no nicks.
Oh, you got nicked, huh? On the balls or the
No
chin?
nicks. Balls.
Oh God! No!
Yeah, it was like
That
one of
sucks.
the newer ones. I didn't have a guard though.
Oh, is that your fault then?
Well, they said I didn't need one.
Oh, fair.
That was a part of the ad read.
See, Gillette never does me wrong when it comes to like shaving.
Yeah, it was a bad time. I was like, oh my God, it's everywhere.
You're like the taint. You're like, ah! No!
Yeah, I was like, oh, Manscaped.
Yeah.
Then I didn't ad read the same way the next month.
More like man scraped.
I was like, no nicks. when my balls halfway open.
Don't worry, guys. It won't hurt you.
It won't
Like
hurt you.
Tears rolling down your cheek. I love that. Just reading the ad. Wiping away the tears. Lying to everybody.
But the thing is, I did say, I think I took out the part about like not using a guard though.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
It was like one of those things like, yeah. A subtle, like,
Yeah.
pat on the back to everybody, like, hey, be careful.
Just use the guard.
Be careful.
Just please use the guard.
Speaking of tall tales, Brago, Elbaf, did you see that in this chapter, they went back and they added the F?
Elbaf, bro. I don't know what's going on with the pronunciation. I don't know what's going on with the country. I don't know what's going on with the king. Like, it's just L all around. I don't know what's going on with Usopp. It's just time to get out of Elbaf, bro.
It's time to leave. Time for the next island. I love that. Actually, yeah. They changed the PH to an F. They went back to the OG spelling. You know what? It's time to bounce this island, man.
It's time to get out of here, man.
Take us to Lone
Time
Star.
is moving differently, Sai. This is supposed to take 3 minutes. It's been 6 months.
Hey, it's One Piece time, man. And plus, like, the flashback actually starts now, right?
Yeah, now we're getting into it. Now this is the 3 minutes.
Yeah, the
Oda
3
was just
minutes
giving us
start now.
context. No, I don't understand why it's being changed. But the thing is, it could be like an Oda thing where Oda's like, oh no, I think this probably makes more sense for this. Kind of like I forget what movie it was. Was this which movie? Stampede. Stampede is where we found out about Laugh Tale, right?
Yeah, and then he did the laugh thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's I think it's probably more in line with what he has planned. So he's just like, just change it back.
Yeah. Because I remember for the longest time, because it's in Japanese, we don't know how to spell Elbaf. So it's like, oh, like we know how it sounds, and then we can, predict the spelling. So that's why it did the whole F thing. Some people did PH, and then we got the official lettering for Elbaf with the Viz, and obviously Oda did it in English, and it was PH, Elbaf.
Yeah.
And it's like, whoa, okay, I guess the F theories are out, and the F ones were big because going back to Usopp's arc, you flip it backwards, it's Fable, Usopp's Fable, Aesop's Fable, like it's all right there. So that's why the F was so important. So Oda getting rid of that was kind of slap in the face to Usopp fans. Well, not a slap in the face, but it disappointed a lot of Usopp fans. But here we get the F again, so it's like, whoa, like is this now Usopp's arc once more?
Usopp fans should be disappointed.
No, he's gonna. We always talk about this every week. He's gonna do something.
Here's the thing. I'll say this. I commend people that stick to their guns. And you really can't help the characters that you like, because it's easy to like all the popular characters, right? You can just like Luffy, Zoro, Blackbeard, Shanks.
Dime a dozen.
Like, right? You can just follow and like support those characters. But I think supporting a character like Usopp, man, I mean, I love this guy. But I think throughout the journey of One Piece, supporting a character strongly like Sanji, oh man, it's rough sometimes, especially if you watch the anime.
Yeah, Toei hates Sanji, dude. I don't know what's up with that.
Oh my god, like it's just, it's ridiculous. Like I don't know what it is. Because I went back and looked at all the Zoro scenes this past weekend, recently in the anime. Even Zoro blocking Kaku when he's protecting the boat. They
Zoro cutting the water bubble.
It's just a lot. They just add so much. But with Sanji, it's like he kicks the Gorosei, and it's like we don't get no cubes, no flashy lights,
no impact frames.
Yo, Sanji
so
when he's
funny.
fighting Queen, they have him moving faster and like jumping around fighting Queen. When Zoro's fighting Lucci, he's just a light. It's just a green light flashing around.
I thought that they killed Kizaru, and Zoro ate the fruit somewhere in between.
No, that's what was happening, right? And Zoro's jumping off like mountains, and the mountain is like destroyed when he moves. It's incredible.
They even did the whole thing where Goku's riding the Kamehameha wave, like Zoro's riding the light beams.
Yes.
He was riding the clouds like that.
And don't get me started with the Zoro versus King, that movie.
Okay,
Somebody
Sanji
said,
versus Queen was a movie too.
At the first scene of Avengers Infinity War, do you remember that scene?
Don't recall.
Hulk versus Thanos.
In the city. Yeah. Right? Yeah.
Hulk versus Thanos, one of the first fights. It was a great intro. It kind of set the tone, man. It was pretty good. But it's not, it's not the final fight. It's not the big epic. I think Sanji versus Queen is the opening fight. It was good. It was a movie. But Zoro versus King? If that was the final fight of the series, you'd believe it.
If it was the final fight of the arc. The series, no, but the arc, yeah.
Sai, there were mountains being destroyed.
Yeah,
there was lava coming out of the ground.
No, it's a good
The
fight.
moon was falling.
It's not. The moon was falling. It's not like, a series finale fight, though, to be fair.
Oh, my God.
It was good. Not series finale, though.
I'm trying to think of a series ending that's better than that I've seen. That's probably as good as, like, I'm not going to say it.
Are you going to say Naruto versus Sasuke?
No. Naruto versus Sasuke. No.
That was good. Naruto versus Sasuke was so fire. Minus like the part where, Sasuke's in the Susanoo and Naruto's transformed into like three-headed fox. Yeah, I don't like that, man. I liked it more when they were on the ground and they had the Chidoris, and even the beginning of the fight was way better.
I went back and watched Power Rangers recently.
And what, you're a big fan of kaiju fights?
I still hate them. But it wasn't like watching an entire episode. It's like something popped up in my recommendation of like when all the Rangers showed up to support. I saw some funny shit. They came back to support like I forget what season it was because they were being overwhelmed by thousands of like these random monsters, and then like all these rangers
I
pop
feel like
back
that's
up,
every episode.
right? But the thing is, they don't like come to where the rangers are. They like pop up on the mountain. So like they're like about to be in trouble, but all the rangers pop up on the mountain, and like every time like they mention like, oh, it's Lost Galaxy, they're like, they're like, oh, it's Lightspeed. They like point, and so like then after they all come down the mountain together, and then they're like walking slowly, and then they all take off their helmet, right? It's like, shh. But the funny part is that it makes it so obvious that these people aren't the people wearing the helmets. Because when they take their helmets off, it's almost like they're like, 3, 2, 1, grab the helmet and act like you're taking it off. So they just have the helmet in front of them, and they're like, ugh. And I'm like, come on, guys. It's obvious you weren't wearing the helmet, but whatever. So it's just like,
to be fair, most of those shows are made for kids.
yeah, but make it for me. So what happened was, after that, obviously they can't bring back all the actors, right? So they have like maybe 8 or so of the old Rangers. The other Rangers don't take their helmets off and don't say anything. But they have like enough that say something. We're like, oh my God, all the Rangers are here.
But in reality, you know what's really happening.
Yeah. It was good though. It was really nostalgic. I loved it.
It's kind of sad, isn't it, when you like are able to pick out things like that?
Yeah, it definitely made me laugh because I was like, all right, guys. Because everyone is just like, and even it was like one of the characters are holding it like this. Like she just got it. And like, oh, God.
And then you like turn around, you see a kid watching the same show, and they're like cheering, and I'm like, woo!
Because you're not paying attention,
Going
man.
crazy.
It's just like ignorance is bliss, bro.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Oh, my God. When you don't know it. I think even with movies, right? Where like before when I used to watch movies when I was younger, I had no idea about stunt doubles and shit like that.
And now
So
you
then
can
when you
see
get
it,
older,
right?
Now you can see it.
Like
now it's
oh, here's
all
a
right.
car chase, but like it's a top-down view, and you can't see the face of the driver. Like,
Oh my
interesting.
God. Yeah. Or
Fascinating.
like when it's like a stunt where the guy's like falling, or it's like a flip. I'm like, all right.
And it's like far away, and you can't see the face, or like a jacket's blocking it. Like, okay.
Yeah. It's just like
It doesn't bother me too much, but I do like, pick it. I'm like, I see what's happening here.
not too much. That's why The Rock is amazing, because he does all his stunts, you know?
Yeah, he does. I'm watching Prison Break again for like the 3rd time. One of my favorite shows
I've
out
never
there.
seen that.
And in season 3, they had to kill off a certain character, a beloved character, because their contract was up and they were also pregnant. So they did a very shoehorned, oh, she has to die, but she's also pregnant, so she couldn't like film. So they only shot like neck down like versions of her. So you could obviously tell it's not her.
Yeah.
And they just have her voice like playing in the background, so you don't see her actually talking. And then they just like say, oh, yeah, she's dead, guys. She got killed off screen. But there was so much fan backlash that when season 4 came around, they had to pretend like a lot of that didn't happen. And they're like, yeah, they actually killed a fake version of her. And now she's alive again.
They brought her
It's
back.
like, damn, dude, that's crazy. I wonder if One Piece would do that. Like, oh my God, Ace died, but the fans really wanted Ace, so Oda brings Ace back. Like, actually, that was a stunt double. He survived.
Well, One Piece doesn't have to do that, because nobody dies.
Yeah, Ace is gonna show up in the final war.
Yeah, you've seen the picture.
Yeah, I love that picture of Ace
I
and
love it
everybody
so
coming
much.
back to life.
We're here to help. And I think it's like Whitebeard's hand behind Ace, because he has a hole in it. He has a hole in his body now.
Yeah, I'm looking at the picture right now. It's Ace, Pedro, Hero Look, Fisher Tiger, Whitebeard, Bell Mare, Tom, Kuina. Who was that guy from Brooks Crew? Yorkie and Rosie Anante. We came to help.
Yeah.
Final War Edition. Dude, that'd be so fire. Okay, if that actually happened, if all of the characters we thought were dead came back to life, unironically, like they genuinely survived, would you be mad at that?
One Piece is ruined.
Really?
Ruined, I tell you. There's not much that can make me stop watching or reading One Piece. I don't think there's anything that can happen, honestly, to make me stop reading One Piece at this point. We're too deep in. But if at the end, Ace just comes back on Luffy's shoulder, and Luffy looks back, and it's like, okay, bro, I'd lose my shit, okay? Because does he still have the Mermaid on me? Or he doesn't have it anymore?
You gotta be real though. That would be the most insane cliffhanger we've ever had. That would probably surpass Gear 5th Luffy. Like when he's like turning
Ace.
white. Yeah, Ace coming back as a cliffhanger with everybody else, that would be like jaw-dropping, community in shatters and pieces.
I think here's why I think it wouldn't do that, because people would think it's like an illusion or somebody's devil fruit power or a dream or something. A dream sequence.
A really good cliffhanger I just thought of, and it was funny, being around. But remember the one where Hiyori saved the scabbards and we only saw the silhouette?
Yeah, I know. That's when Enel came back.
I could see it. You gotta admit, it looked just like Enel, but we all knew it wasn't him. There's no way.
People were so mad because I think I put like, he's back. As
you
the
put
title.
Enel up there?
No, fuck. I forget, but I put he's back or something, and then people were like, oh, I thought Enel was back. That's why I watched the video.
Dude, we're in the middle of Wano, man. Come on. Like, I mean, I get it. Like, I saw Enel whenever we had that Hiyori ending, but I knew it wasn't Enel.
What chapter was that?
I forgot. And the funniest thing is that after we got that Enel Hiyori fake out, do you remember what we got right after that? The next cliffhanger was Odin coming back.
Yeah, that's when everybody's like, all right.
Oda's so
Fool
funny,
me once.
Man. Oda was he's a jester during Wano. He was laughing it up with that one.
Okay, it was chapter 1004.
1004? Yeah,
Yes.
What a trip. Oh my god. That was so long ago.
Oh, I did have... Oh, no. I said, no, it's not him. And I had Enel in the thumbnail. But it's like, he was kind of blurred out, but I had him in the thumbnail. I said, no, it's not him.
Like, dude, the nose, the hair that looks like the earlobe, like it's there, man.
Yeah, some people were mad. It's like, I thought... Sorry, man.
Yeah, sorry, brother.
Sorry. That was hilarious, man.
What a time to be alive. Which, how about this? One dead character that could come back, and I think you would actually like this, unironically. Imagine Final War is happening, and your boy Doflamingo is fighting the God Knights. Okay. Doflamingo's on his knees, crying and begging for his life, and the God Knights are about to kill him. But that is when Vergo, the demon bamboo, shows up and saves the young master. He didn't actually die at Punk Hazard. You would love that.
We didn't see him
die.
I, more often than not, enjoy the Doflamingo family. I think they're quirky. I think they're fun. I think they're interesting. I think they're just like a bunch of good guys. So, I mean, for Vergo, I mean, he was just doing his job, right? Like, you had a bunch of pirates just there. And Law, I mean, to be honest, Law and Rocinante, they were betraying the Doflamingo pirates. Like, they weren't innocent. So, and Vergo, I think Vergo was hilarious. Just walking around with meat on his face. And I thought he's pretty cool, too. One of the best users of Rokushiki we've seen. So, not best, but I think one of the sauciest. He just looked really cool doing it.
Yeah,
so
like the shave and
if
everything.
Vergo comes back, I think it would be... I just like seeing Vergo fight. I like the personality of the character. The design is fire, so yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be okay with it. Because we didn't see him die. We didn't see him die.
Law cut him up, but Law cutting you doesn't kill you. So.
Oh, we saw that in Wano side.
Yeah. We saw that in Wano.
Bro, Law cutting you and then Kaido destroying you while you're hurt.
Hockey.
Oh, not dead because Law didn't put me back together.
The thing with Vergo is that the SAD plant exploded near him, so that might kill him, but, I mean, we've seen explosions in One Piece before. Like, Vergo could be alive.
Vergo could be alive. I think I don't even think it's a body at this point. 'Cause I remember we saw Orochi's body after he got his head cut off, and everybody's like, I was like, bro, obviously Orochi's not dead. Then Orochi comes back. I was like,
Yeah.
Orochi? Come on,
But okay, for Orochi, it was a little bit different because his whole mythology is about him getting his head cut off. So that one made a lot of sense.
Yeah, I knew. Yeah, he was. It made sense that he wasn't dead, but like people still felt like, oh my gosh. But no, I in general, I guess I don't. I just assume everybody's alive still.
Until we see their funeral, they're alive. Well, okay, we can't even say that. Pell had a funeral. Pell had a funeral. Remember the ending of Alabasta? That was so funny. Where
like,
Pell walks
sad.
up and he sees his grave and he's like, huh? What is this? That was hilarious.
I assume everybody's alive. So for me, I think unless it's like announced in the story or in the SBS, I think SBS, or if it's confirmed, like
you can't even trust
I think
memory
it's like-
cards.
it's
sometimes,
unfortunate
too.
because even somebody like Sheep's Head, like what? Sheep's Head died? I was shocked. Or Bobbin. Bobbin died? Why? Just,
He could have survived. He just got shot too.
he got shot.
He got done in like Clover. Like, what do you mean he just got shot and cooked? That's it? No, Clover
What?
survived a gunshot. Wait a minute.
I don't get it. But like I feel like for Oda it's just like, I don't have any plans for this character. He can die.
Yeah, it depends on how Oda's feeling that day.
Yeah,
he must
so
have
he
having a really bad day. The day Bobbins got shot, though, he's like, yeah, I'm just gonna cook him officially.
Bro, even Shutenmaru, I was like, why did Shutenmaru die?
Yeah,
Like
Death in One Piece is hilarious. I mean,
And
and then
even
there's King
Izo.
Harold. Like King Harold, immortality, he dies, and it's like, man, like, did we have to kill him? I mean, I guess he.
I think
you
it
know,
gotta be
obviously had
it
to,
gotta be a
but-
situation where Imu takes his like power back or something.
You think, yeah, it's like a
It got-
Saturn situation where Emu's just sucking
Yeah.
the life out of him?
Yeah, because how did these random people how did he die? Unless Loki and Loki's power can counter Emus and he's the legendary devil fruit or whatever. And then that leads to Loki killing her. But then somebody else stole the devil. I don't know.
The
don't
devil
know.
fruit thing is so weird. Do you think somebody else shows up to the throne room next chapter?
It seemed like it was somebody else.
Or, how about this? I've been playing with this random headspace, but how would you feel if the person who went down to the treasury was none other than King Harold? Who is possessed? Like, maybe he goes down there and he's like, Dark Harold, the Dark King, and he's like, the Elbaf devil fruit.
And what does he do with it?
What's up?
And what does he do with it?
Oh, I mean, since this is Dark Harold we're talking about, maybe he says,
I'll
Emu
feed
will
this to
love
Ida.
this. Yeah, give it to Ida. Oh, Ida could be alive too. Imagine Hyruden and Loki are fighting the final war, and they're both on their knees begging for their lives, crying, and then Ida shows up.
With 2 knives. But the thing is, we're thinking Ida died, but really, she just passed out because she was tired. Because she looked fine, and the grave is there to make the elders think she's dead, and she's gonna come back as a noble woman from, let's say, Weed Village, and Harold's gonna be like, "Ho, here's this random woman I've never met before. I should make her my wife."
She is royalty.
Boom. Problem solved.
That'd be so smart. And she's also Mosa
saying.
too.
She's most as well.
She actually stopped shaving and getting haircuts, and she became hairy.
Would you date a woman who had a beard?
And it works out because she came from Weed Village, as you said, so she would literally be the Harry Potter.
That's good.
That is pretty good.
That's good.
And no, I would not date a woman with a beard.
Why not?
That just sounds awful.
Just hair.
It's disgusting.
Hair?
No, just like, yeah, like the chin, the lips. I don't want to touch that.
No, she got like a full goatee.
Yeah, no thanks.
What if it's really well shaved?
No. I think that's
I'm
like a
glad-
deal breaker.
The goatee?
Yeah. Yeah.
What about
Crazy
what about a
facial hair? Yeah,
mustache?
no, I'm good.
A thin mustache.
Nope.
Okay. What about a chin strap?
Like I feel nauseous just thinking about it.
What about a 5 o'clock shadow?
No. You're not gonna. There's no way to like beat around the bush for this.
No, I tend to agree.
Oh wow, yeah. You don't say, huh?
I mean, listen, man. We're in a world today where I don't even know what to say anymore.
About what?
I don't know. Like, they were like, "Well, what do you mean? So you hate women with beards?
Yes.
You're discriminating against women with I forget what it's called.
This is gonna be a hot take. Some people need to be discriminated against. Some things do need to be shamed. This is one of them.
But what about women that can't help it? Like, they're just like hairy. They have like a condition. I forget what it's called.
You should recommend. What was it? Dollar Shave Club? No. It was Manscaped. There we go. Yeah,
But it's
recommend
not,
Manscaped.
But these are women, Sai.
At this point, it doesn't matter. Just take all the help you can get. You know.
They're gonna kill you.
Who?
The hairy women.
Oh no! They're gonna strangle me with their beards. Please. Yeah, it's like Jarl's #1 opponent. Just the mountain beard, woman beard. You know, speaking of Jarl, dude, don't you think that we've been underselling how strong this guy is? Like, the more I think about it, the more I realize that Jarl might actually be a fighter.
I think he's just fat.
Hear me out. Harold is losing control of his body, sword in hand. He's about to fight some people. He knows what's coming, and he knows that he has a power-up right now, right? Emu gave him extra powers and immortality, and the first person he called for, besides his sons, is Jarl. I think he knows that Jarl is the only one that can quell the flame, and a lot of people, you, have been downplaying Jarl current day, because Jarl said, "Oh, I'm gonna save Elbaf. I will stop Emu." And we were like, you said, "Oh, what can Jarl do?" You called him old, geriatric, Dusty Bones is another nickname you gave him. Slow. But Here we go. Maybe we see Jarl next chapter, and he's got Conqueror's Hockey, clashing with Harold, Future Sight, weapons in his beard, and he just shows out. Would you make a formal apology? Like a whole video dedicated to Jarl alone?
No. I think after his partner got killed by a young Big Mom, all credibility to all the Yoros gone.
Hear me out, though. We've seen that partners can be, drastically in different weight classes. I mean, look at a big Elbaf partner duo, Loki and your boy Hyruden. What if Jarl is the Loki in this relationship and Jarl was the Hyruden?
You think Loki and Hyruden is a duo?
I think so. I think they will be a duo. King Harold even said, "Hey, my sons, I want you to rule together." Yeah, they're a duo.
Okay. They're a duo. Okay. So it's like Dofi and Rocinante.
Yeah. And Jarl is that guy. Like, next chapter, he will legitimately show out.
I don't see it, but if you see it, then maybe.
I mean, you've seen it, though. You've seen Giants getting upskilled in real time. You've seen Elbaf and what Oda did for Dori Brogi, Oimokashi. The Jarl death happened during Whole Cake Island. We're now in Elbaf.
Got upscaled?
They held down Venus, yeah.
Oh. I saw Oimo or Kashi, I don't know which one, got knocked out by Doll. Nothing was Oimo. I don't know. Kashi.
Okay, hear me out. First up, that was Kashi. But second up, who wouldn't want to get knocked out by Doll?
That's
if
fair.
a woman is coming at you with a fist, you take it.
She hairy?
If she's hairy, you throw that fist back.
Okay. How hairy are we talking?
Full-grown beard. Which, people might look at me and say, "Sai, but you don't have facial hair." Believe it or not, I shave every other day. And the reason I do is because I wish I could grow like a nice little beard like Brago here, but I'm Asian. I got Chinese in my blood. I grow a Fu Manchu.
So what does it look like?
Kind of like dragon whiskers, where it's just like, and then I like just down here, it skips like this part of my face. It's very odd. Yeah. Like it's a very odd facial hair pattern I got going on. So if anything, you guys should be thanking me for shaving every other day. And I also pluck too. It's nasty, you know. And you know, like when you're trying to grow like a beard or a stash, there's that like initial phase where it's just pubic hair on your face. I try to avoid that. Yeah,
pluck.
Yeah. It's kind of therapeutic. That's my better help.
So you've tried to grow out the stash before?
There's been, yeah. I stopped like shaving and stuff for like a month, and I was like, yeah, I don't like this. I don't like where this is going.
That's hilarious.
I just feel like a lot of Asian guys just shave more often. It's definitely an Asian thing.
I'm trying to think of the Asians I know. Typically, it's just,
it's in the culture, man.
Yeah, to just be clean shaven.
Yeah, it's like taking your shoes off at home.
Because I don't think I've ever seen like an Asian with like a full beard.
There's a couple. There's definitely a couple. I feel like generally when you see an Asian with a full beard, it's because they're balding. Which speaking of balding, did you see that Cosmo Pharmaceuticals? They found a formula to stop male baldness. Apparently has 500% hair growth. And their stocks boosted, I think like 80% in like 3 days.
Cosmo Pharmaceuticals?
Yeah. They're getting it tested right now, and if everything goes well, in early 2026, if you are balding and you're a guy, you can potentially get that hair back. Look it up.
I say typically with balding and these companies coming up with solutions to balding and hair loss, it is typically a side effect to something else.
They are testing for side effects right now.
I think what happened was they were doing something else. Like they were treating something else, and the people that were being treated for this thing,
they grew hair.
Growing their hair back.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They were looking for like eternal youth, and they just found hair serum instead.
Or it could be something like they're trying to make your appendix smaller or more.
Okay. Yeah. They're just like Russian scientists back there, like World War II.
Yeah, they're like, you know what? Tired of appendicitis, right? And it's like, oh shit, your appendix is still okay, but you got all your hair back, man.
Yeah, I mean, this is a cool thing. It's so random, right? Like, hey, like we found the solution to hair loss. Like that's awesome, man. A lot of people they suffer from it, they lose confidence, and now they can get their hair back.
I think if there's a solution to people getting their hair back, that would be, I mean, like you said, it's gonna boost their sales exponentially.
Oh yeah,
because like, you know,
it might also be very expensive. We don't know yet. It's not on the market, but you know they're gonna milk it.
It's gonna be expensive after it's proven that it works and that it won't kill you.
Yeah,
because of course they're gonna have some test dummies that just try it. Like, whatever, I'll do whatever it takes, and then, you know. Then after, like, oh shit, this actually works. Okay.
I've seen people complain. They're like, oh, but there's so many other diseases and, you know, bigger things that they could have solved. It's like, well, I mean, one step at a time. I mean, like you said, we don't know what they were initially going for.
I think trying to put other people in positions to care about everything is unfair.
Yeah, somebody said, oh, why weren't they researching cancer?
But everybody's researching cancer, right? And it's like, everybody doesn't have the same resources to research cancer. And there are other issues than cancer. So it's just, they want to focus on hair.
Yeah, just solve one problem at a time. Just take it in stride.
And that's like, if you even know if it's a solution, it's just people have interest in different things. Of course, you can be empathetic to things like cancer for sure, because cancer is devastating, right? But, you know, donate to St. Jude.
Or they don't donate and then they blame The Rock for the Hawaii fires. It's like, I mean, he's doing something. Come on.
Yeah,
Shouts to The Rock, man. I really wish that Hyrule was here during the day of Harold's death, just to see if Hyrule would have had a glow up. Because you've seen many times that events in One Piece, they can drastically change characters, like Luffy at Marineford, Garling at God Valley, Sabo when he learned that Ace died, Dragon at God Valley even. There's a lot of events that make people lock in and want to become stronger.
Yeah.
And I like to imagine that if Hyrule was here and he saw what happened to his dad, the Hyrule we would have today would be very different.
Yeah, possibly. I mean, when I look at Hyrule, like, he looks a lot like Harold now. Like the Harold that died.
Yeah.
He resembles him very much. I mean, the only issue is just his fit. It's just a nasty fit. But maybe, you know, if he saw what happened to his dad, he shaves his head, locks in, maybe he takes his weapon.
We've talked about this before, actually. But what if Harold left Hyrule a present? Kind of like a coming-of-age gift. Like, oh, once you become a proper king, you may don the armor of Valhalla. Pick up
Possibly
my legendary sword. And then Hyrule does go there. He picks it up. He gets new armor. And how about this? Hyrule locks in and he starts screaming so hard that ancient giant horns pop out of his head and he gets taller.
So he's like a Super Saiyan.
Yes.
I find it interesting that Luffy befriends like some of the most interesting people, and Hyrule probably more than likely is going to be the new king of Elbaf. I like him now, and so I would like for him to get Conqueror's Haki, which, you know, well within.
This is weird. Who are you? I feel like every time I brought up Hyrule beforehand, you hated him. I was like a Hyrule defender.
Despised him.
And now you are a big fan of Hyrule. What changed? We haven't even seen him.
He's a good kid. He's a good man.
What made you come to that conclusion in a flashback that was mainly about Roxy Zebek?
Where Hyrule, even in the midst of everything that was happening to him, even with him being outlawed or outcasted from even going into castle, he still was trying to be nice to Loki. And he was still trying to, you know, tell him the right way to do things. And he was still a good person. So I think when bad things happen to people and it doesn't change who they are, but of course a lot of it comes from his mom, Ida. But I think because it's like sometimes I like give somebody more grace, or I like them even more because I like their mom.
So like you like the character by extension.
Exactly.
Okay.
So I like Ida a lot, and so you know what, Hyrule, you're cool with me. So.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I would love it if I love the idea of Hyrule getting Domi reversied just so that he can be the same size as Loki, because there is a size issue there, right? I'd like to imagine Hyrule and Loki do like a sovereignty together, but that's not possible given their current like size and strength. So I think it would be nice if Hyrule was the first giant that could overcome the Domi Reversi. I don't know how he would do it, but maybe he does.
I think sometimes you just gotta accept that your brother is better. You know, Loki's just better.
I mean, he's better, but I mean, not like Hyrule can't like reach that level for like at least a little bit, right? Like give him like 5 minutes in the spotlight, Brago.
The thing is, like, I don't think you have to be good at the same things. Right?
Oh, I see what you mean. So Loki is good with observation hockey and Hyrule is good with conquerors hockey?
Or Loki's good with strength and Hyrule is good with people. You know? So it's kind of like when we think of a different show where there's a king. Not that powerful, you know, but he's a really good king. But then he has his brother, amazing warrior, just strong, like the pride of the country when it comes to strength. But that's his strength. So I think like I don't need Harridan to be as strong as Loki, but if he has Conqueror's Haki, it'd be cool. But he can get there.
Okay. I respect that.
Yeah.
So this now brings us to an anime talking point. But you've seen the latest episode of One Piece. King, is he in Impel Down or is he in Wano still?
I saw that. I was like, what is going on?
Yeah,
I
they
was like, where
added
the heck is
more
King?
background there because in the manga we just saw a blackened image behind him. We don't know where the hell he's at.
Yeah, I'm like,
but here
huh?
it's like walls, right?
They got to be Wano.
What? Why Wano?
Why not?
I mean, Green Bull beat him and Queen, and we saw like he said, "Hey, call the Navy ships to pick him up." People
But
are
Green
saying
Bull
that
ran
Shanks
away.
made him. Yeah, Shanks made him run away.
Yeah.
But it's not like he left Wano right away. Like he threw his hands up and he walked off, but he didn't walk away. I'm assuming he needed to get picked up by a ship. I don't think he
So you
flew
waited
back
for the ship?
home.
So he just used his branches, picked up King and Queen, and then left out.
I think he just went off to the coast and waited
Just
for a
waited,
ship.
sat on the coast.
Yeah, just. I mean that was his plan initially. It's not that crazy. And then
So he's on the coast, sitting down, just waiting for the ship. Like,
the next time we see Aramaki, well, off screen, of course, is he went to Sphinx Village with the Navy ship and he captured Weevil. So it's like,
was
yeah,
that
like,
before or after?
probably got that. That's after.
Was it?
Yeah, it's after. It's after.
I don't remember. Maybe.
So I mean, if he's I feel like when he went to Impel Down to drop off Weevil, he also dropped off King and Queen.
That is insane to go after capturing King and Queen to stop somewhere else. Like, I think I'm gonna take my frustrations out here.
And it would be cool if King was at Impel Down because we're expecting a breakout. Yeah, throw King in there. Why not? Let's have some fun with this.
I would not throw King and Impel down.
Why? I mean, Doflamingo's in there. It's not like there's a bar for like who goes in and who goes out.
I'm taking him to Punk Hazard, baby. Some more experiments, baby.
Yeah, fuck. It would be funny if they wanted to take him to Egghead Island. Like, oh, let's have Vegapunk experiment, and then Egghead Island gets blown up like a week later.
That'd be interesting. Run back into King. Ooh, have a nice little King versus Rob Lucci action.
Oh my god, dude. The fans will eat that up. People have been wanting that for the longest time.
That'd have been fun. That'd have been a lot of fun.
I mean, that's a big debate, right? King versus Rob Lucci.
I think a lot of people kind of place Rob Lucci around that level anyway, but to see it play out would have been fun. Especially with all the Lunarian stuff that happens, really, or references that's in Egghead. Having King there, where like, oh, some more experiments happening, that would have been so much fun.
I think we need King back. Obviously not like as a Nakama, but I think we need him in general for the Red Line lore, because surely he knows about what happened to his people and like where they originally lived. So it's like it'd be cool if he was at Marijra in the final war and he's like, hey, like this is our ancestors' home.
Yeah, having King for some exposition would be great. Just giving some more context to certain things, what happened.
Joy Boy.
Some Joy Boy stuff. Like, even, again, I think King should have had more to say because he has such a rich history and supposedly rich culture. He should have had more to say, but Oda made him specifically the strong, silent type. So I think at some point we're gonna get some dialogue from King. We need to hear him talk.
Do you think he's gonna join another faction as time goes on, or do you think
he's
he's
in
just
Impel
gonna
Down,
stay with Kaido?
Well, if he's in Impel Down, I think he goes across guild.
Okay.
I don't know. I think Kaido's run is over. Right? I think Kaido's run is over. And maybe King maybe gets back into his finding Joy Boy bag. Because remember, in King's mind at least, or maybe it's like convincing yourself, Kaido was Joy Boy.
Yeah.
Because Kaido said, well, anybody that can beat me, That's probably your boy.
Maybe he goes after Luffy, like, hey, actually, that Luffy guy, he might be him. He liberated the country.
Turns into like a private investigator.
Oh, just like trying to pick up traces of Joy Boy.
Yes, he starts working with Big News.
Where would you even start? Like, I think people are dancing in this country. Let me go there. Let me check it out.
I think he just follows Luffy around. Because crazy thing, like, I'm not gonna lie. If I was a reporter, wherever the Straw Hats are gonna be, that's where I'm going. Because it's always gonna be something.
I would put a tracking device on the Straw Hat ship.
It's always going to be something. I'm always gonna get some. But here's the thing: it's always gonna be dangerous as well. So, just gotta be prepared.
Absalom would be really good at reporting if he was still alive.
Yeah, but
imagine that, like the hidden 11th Nakama, and it's Absalom hiding in the ship, and then we learn that he's been on the ship since like chapter 1.
But then Absalom now is just like a creepy boy.
Yeah, but Absalom also watches everybody shower, so it's like ups and downs.
He has the power. He's just using it for something else. So
yeah,
being a bit reckless with that. So
I'm glad Oda cleared up the invisibility fruit, because if not, I don't know if you remember, back in the day, it was like a gag theory that there is a person on the crew with the invisibility fruit, and we just never saw them. It was like one of those like gag silly theory ideas like back in the day, but obviously like that was never true. It'd be fun though, like just an invisible man that's just hanging around us, like a guardian angel.
I would like that. Do you have a theory as far as who you think the narrator is?
I don't think there is like a legitimate narrator.
Not a person in the series. It's not Panda Man.
No, I don't think it's Panda Man. I've seen people saying it's Panda Man, it's Joy Boy, it's Emu. I'm like, I mean, that'd be cool. I would like it if the narrator was a person, but I don't think they are.
Yeah, that would be cool.
But I mean, it could happen though. Like maybe we get to the end of the story, and then the narrator is somebody like 100 years in the future telling the story about like the Straw Hat Pirates, and it's a book.
Yeah.
Kind of like how Louis Arnault has his journal, Odin has his journal, Bink Sake, like etc. Like it could just be that the Straw Hats became like a legend in the future. That'd be nice, but it doesn't have to be the case.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. I think overall, there's a lot of good stuff in Elbaf in this chapter, and I'm excited, man. Elbaf is going along smoothly. We should be getting maybe 2 or 3 more chapters of this flashback, and then we're heading out. Ideally,
heading out of the flashback.
Yeah, heading out of the flashback. Ideally, though, we'll stay longer, and we see more Shanks's POV and Loki out at sea. But I don't know how much Oda wants to show of that. Like, how much of Loki's journey post King Herald is actually important? Like, where's he gonna go? Like, does he become like an? Because people are saying he becomes like an emperor before Shanks, and Shanks beats him, and that's how he becomes an emperor. That would be interesting. But I
can see an emperor candidate.
Emperor candidate, like they're talking about him a little bit.
They're talking about him, like, hey, what about this guy?
How about this? What if Loki goes to Hachinosu to see Wang Ji? Because that's where Roxy Zebek was stationed. He's like, oh, like, I don't know where to go. Let me go to Rox's territory. And he sees Wang Ji, and we get like a little fight.
Guy,
would you like that?
Loki's so enormous. Anywhere he goes, it's just going to be a big deal. So if you went to Hachinosu to confront Wang Ji, and Wang Ji was still over Hachinosu, I mean, how strong is Wang Ji?
I mean, it doesn't have to be a fight per se, because like maybe it's like, hey, like you were Rox's boy, dude, and Loki doesn't know that Wang Ji betrayed him.
Right,
so...
Wang Ji's like, yeah, that was my boy.
Yeah, I mean, we could even see Loki get some of his Nakama, because he has like the smelly crew here.
That'd be cool. I'll be open to that. I like that.
Yeah, we can't forget Loki does have a crew that's with him.
I would like to see, obviously, Loki and Shanks. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Just seeing, that interaction. Actually, I don't think we see that. It's too important. I don't think we see it.
You don't think Oda's going to give us like a 10-chapter battle between Loki and Shanks?
Oh, no. Not even 10 pages. I think it could be a situation where we see Shanks happen upon Loki, and then we cut away.
Yeah. That sucks, because, I mean, Loki's the narrator. Loki should give it to us. He knows everything, man.
Yeah, but maybe like it's a situation because he's a narrator, he's gonna be biased. He's like, yeah, I ran into Shanks and yeah.
Or maybe he pretends like he beat Shanks. Like, yeah, I ran into Shanks and that coward slipped poison in my drink and I passed out.
No, he'd be like, I beat Shanks, but like his crewmates helped out, and that's
Yeah, maybe that's it. Like, oh, Shanks told me to look over there, and I turned around and Shanks hit me in the back of the head.
then be like, well, isn't that your fault? No, he's a swindler. That's why I don't like him.
Actually, Shanks and me were playing rock, paper, scissors, and he used the arm that he was missing, and I lost.
He used rock every time. Why would you do that?
Yeah. You know nothing beats Rock. Rock's my hero. So stupid. Well,
It was a draw.
yeah, I guess this is where we should end the video. You guys, let us know down below. What do you think about everything we talked about, man? We'll catch you guys later. In the next couple of days, we should have another Sago video up, potentially, so stay tuned for that. You know where to find Brago outside of that, though. And we'll catch you guys next time.
Peace out.
Peace out.